today's news, cultural icon Eileen Parsons VI Day comment stirs up upset and hurt among some residents. And experts traveled to Anegada and conducted necropsies on the dead whales. And two of the governor's picks for the Constitutional Review Commission received strong opposition. And the BVI finished the inaugural Caribbean Games with 2 medals. And we also saw the late former USVI Governor Turnbull remembered by Premier Wheatley. Well, these and more stories when 284 News returns.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home. Keeping out that trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Well, welcome everyone. It's Tuesday, July 7th, 2022. I'm Kamal Haynes, coming to you live from the beautiful British Virgin Islands. I want to thank you all so much for joining us. Well, we start today's newscast with some controversial comments where during the recently held Virgin Islands Day ceremony held at the H. Laverty Stout Community College's auditorium, which is named in honor of her, the former legislator Eileen L. Parsons, who is popularly regarded as a cultural icon, which stunned residents with what many are calling hurtful and disrespectful comments regarding who she thinks is considered a Virgin Islander. Well, the remarks were a response to a question posed by the moderator on what exactly does it mean to be a Virgin Islander. Take a listen.
As a well-known cultural icon of these Virgin Islands, when one says they are a Virgin Islander, what exactly does that mean? What does it mean to be a Virgin Islander?
I am going to ask to be allowed to read what I have written. And these are my very personal opinion, and I make absolutely no excuse for what I am going to say. A Virgin Islander has to be able to trace his parentage back 3 generations of Virgin Islanders on both sides. The virtues or characteristics by which we were once known used to be good manners, friendliness, kindness to each other, and the stranger within our gates. Children were mostly well-behaved, and the villages raised the children.
Well, Mrs. Parsons' comments have since caused widespread anger and hurt amongst residents, with many calling her remarks disrespectful and distasteful. Where residents of all walks of life, along with social media bloggers, have voiced their concerns and are calling her comments a true sign of xenophobia. Well, Saskia Barnes, Cindy Roseanne, Kareem Hull, and Vodrick Penn, just to name a few, all spoke against the remarks and called for change. Well, former Education Minister and attorney Myron V. Waldwin shared a post on his social media stating, and I quote, "The strength of the Virgin Islands lie in its diversity," end quote. Well, he further commented on a remark shared under the post which says, and I quote, "They are a part of the xenophobia that we need to rid our country of," end quote. Well, in response to the very same question, former Miss BVI, another panelist at the forum, stated that we need to redefine what a Virgin Islands is, and because some standards like the one Ms. Parsons shared no longer applied. Take a look.
If we kind of pay attention to what Mrs. Parsons just shared, where you have to trace the background and you mentioned the different kind of customs and values that we have. In this time that we're in, and I guess in this generation that I am in as well, we can rarely find persons that can trace themselves back to that group of persons, you know. So to be able to say that, I can't say that. And I can't say that for everybody. Because though I can trace my heritage as far back as that, majority of the persons in my age group today cannot. So the perspective of being a Virgin Islander has changed over the years. And I think it has to, I guess all of us now, have to really define or redefine what that looks like. Is it really the focus on traditions? Is it really now the focus on our values? Because if we now focus too much on too many things, then we've lost what it means to be a Virgin Islander, to be honest. So we have to really kind of, given a reference of a soup, let's say if you're making a soup, what are the key ingredients to that soup? So you have to answer the question of what are the key ingredients to being a Virgin Islander? And we really have to identify what those things are and stamp it in, because as time goes on, some of the things are going to change. And we're seeing that today.
Well, moving on, viewers, where marine experts traveled to Anegada on Monday and conducted necropsies on the more than 40 pilot whales which were found dead ashore on the eastern end of Anegada. Well, a representative of the 9th District and former Minister of Natural Resources, Honorable Vincent Wheatley, on Sunday confirmed that 2 teams from the region visited the sister island. Take a look at this report. The phenomenon that is said to have occurred on Friday, July 1st, left many residents across the territory in shock and saddened as the news traveled rapidly throughout the communities of the BVI following the discovery of the pilot whales. Well, 284 News reached out to non-profit organization Beyond the Reef, which was on the grounds of Anegada, to assist local fishermen who had discovered the incident. Well, co-founder Kendall Berner shed light on the incident and spoke about the hands-on approach used to save the lives of many of the other trapped pilot whales which had not yet made it ashore.
My understanding just from the fishermen in Anegada is that it all actually happened on Friday. There were many whales that did make it through. The fishermen were able to document many whales that did actually pass through. However, many of them did not make it. So we learned about it Friday afternoon, or Friday evening, from the fishermen, and then went early Saturday morning to see if we could find any that were still alive. We don't actually know why it happened. There could be a bunch of different reasons why. Some potentially nature, some potentially man, maybe a combo. But what we found was, about 40 to 45 pilot whales around the east point of Anegada. The ones that were all along the beach were very much deceased. The ones we found that were still alive were more in the mangrove areas past the conch pile as you're coming down the side. Those managed to stay alive. So what we saw was just, if there was a little bit of a fluke flipping or just some movement, we were able to go look. And then what we would have to do was pull them out and then monitor them for a long time. So then swim with them because they started very weak and needed a lot of help, just even like trying to swim at first. And then as they got deeper and deeper, they regained more strength, and we basically tried to navigate them out of the reef, both by swimming with them and with a boat that would sort of be on one side steering them, because they had the tendency to keep wanting to come back inside the reef.
While the known cause of the incident is yet to be determined, there exist many speculations based on previous researched incidents as to why such a phenomenon may occur. Berner spoke on some of the possibilities, but said the real cause will only be determined after the necropsies have been completed.
You never know if it was like a ship made a sound that steered them off course. I think their navigation isn't as good in shallow water. I think that throws off their navigation. So I think once they got in through the reef, they were very confused. I didn't really know how to get back out. So that was part of what we had to do yesterday, was with the ones that we could find, we had to get them actually back out of the reef. So we had to bring them very east in order to then get them north
Meanwhile, 284 News spoke to Chris Juridan, who is also a co-founder of Beyond the Reef, and he spoke about how his team managed to save 2 of the whales which had washed up ashore.
The organization that is basically the International Fund for Animal Welfare. It's called IFAW, and we were in contact with them. We also have our own scientist that works with us on our shark research. He works on mammals and sharks. And so I was in contact with him, talking to him and updating him, as well as other government marine biologists. There's a lot of opinion as to whether you leave the animal where it is so that it doesn't attract others to come and help it, which in turn end up in trouble. But given the location and the water conditions, and having seen a smaller pod offshore, I was pretty confident that we could get that animal back to that existing pod. I disagree in this instance to having left it to die, and I'm confident that one, if not both, will survive. Speaking to the scientists in the States, they've actually tagged pilot whales that have been beached for up to 12 hours at a time or more, and after they've tagged them, they're able to track them, and they successfully find their pods and are reunited. In my opinion, to assume they were all diseased or something, it doesn't add up to me, because I think if 1 or 2 were injured, it's possibly or sick, they would follow them in. Alternatively, another pod has run up in the same area 15 years ago in the exact same location. And the same, I'm told, has happened for generations here. They end up in the same area. So I'm more inclined to think that something happens in that area and they end up coming through the reef for reasons, possibly current, large wave action, and then by the time they're through the reef, they're too injured to struggle to fight the current in a wave action, and they end up on the shore.
Well, according to National Geographic, pilot whales travel in large pods and biologically possess a natural herding instinct which enables the group to stay together, and I quote, even if one is sick or compromised, which sometimes causes them to strand or beach while trying to support a distressed individual/whale. End quote. While other scientists believe sonar signals and other man-made loud underwater noises may contribute to beaching events. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes. Well, viewers, up next, 2 of the governor's picks for the Constitutional Review Commission received strong opposition, and the BVI finished the inaugural Caribbean Games with 2 medals. But these and more stories when 284 News return.
You value traditions. Today. You value music. You value education. Family. I love you. Service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Hello?
Wait, you had a lunch at camp? You say you were sick? What happened to our wedding rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFO seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And? District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
All right, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later.
Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service and a breathtaking ambiance, not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today.
But welcome back, viewers. Well, 2 of the 3 persons nominated by the governor for the Constitutional Review Commission were not unanimously voted upon. But this was disclosed by Premier Dr. the Honorable Untitled Wheatley at a press conference on Friday, July 1st, following the announcement of a 16-member Constitutional Review Commission. But Premier Wheatley did not single out the 2 individuals, but said they received strong opposition from other voting members due to a number of reasons. Well, some of the reasons the Premier listed included past experiences of how the 2 individuals treated some of the voting members, the manner in which the 2 individuals behaved in various settings previously, and their alleged disregard for Virgin Islanders.
Parsons brought up experiences, personal experiences they've had with the individuals. They brought up what they believe to be how they've regarded and treated Parsons from the Virgin Islands. Very strong statements were made in regard to the 2 Parsons. I won't repeat those because, of course, I'm very careful in terms of how we characterize Parsons, especially if they don't have the opportunity to be able to defend themselves. But I'll just let it be known that Parsons had very strong feelings about the fact that they were nominees by the governor, but also how they believe these persons have behaved in various settings, and how these persons believe they regard Virgin Islanders. You know, but I have to say to you, I don't personally know the persons. I can only bring to the governor's attention what persons have said.
Well, despite the opposition, Governor, His Excellency John Rankin said he was contented with his selection and the other 13 selected members. He described the selected individuals, who are all belongers, as honorable and stated that he has no evidence to suggest otherwise.
I am satisfied that all of the persons on the committee, including those who I nominated, are honourable individuals who will contribute to the diversity of the committee, will bring their experience to bear in its deliberations, and I have no evidence to suggest that they will do anything to the contrary. And of course, as it happens, all the members of the Commission are belongers of the Virgin Islands.
Meanwhile, Premier Wheatley urged all residents to participate in the constitutional review process, as he said these contributions will assist in a meaningful manner.
And I call on persons to participate constructively in the process. When the Constitutional Review Commission has their meetings, go to the meetings, make your views known, and of course, once they submit their report, we will put together a negotiating team who will go to the United Kingdom and negotiate on what we would like to see in our Constitution, including, of course, the changes which have been recommended by Sir Gary Hickenbottom, the areas that he recommended be included in the terms of reference, along with the many areas that are of concern to the people of the Virgin Islands.
Well, viewers, the Constitutional Review Committee will be led by Mrs. Lisa Penn-Letsom as the chairperson, while Ms. Janice Stout will be the deputy chairman. The other 14 members include Dr. Charles Wheatley, Mr. Ronnie Skelton, Mrs. Bernadine Louis, Reverend Dr. Melvin Turnbull, Dr. Benedicta Samuels, Dr. Steve Leonard, Ms. Maya Barry, Ms. Cendric Chinnery, Miss Noni Georges, Mr. Coy Livens, Mr. Roger Smith, Sir Dennis Byron, Mrs. Tanya Cassie Parker, and Miss Susan Demers. Well, moving on to some sports viewers, where the British Virgin Islands completed the inaugural Caribbean Games in Guadeloupe with a total of 2 medals, including 1 silver and 1 bronze. But the BVI's first medal came in the under-23 shot put event at the hands of Jaimon Gums, who delivered a 17.99-meter putt to place second, with his twin brother Jamante Gums placed 6th with a putt of 15.01 meters. Well, 284 News caught up with Jaimon following his success at the games, and he said he felt really good prior to the competition.
The feeling was good from even before I left. The atmosphere was really nice, training was going good. As you said, I had a good season from NCAA is coming down. So I was just really riding in confidence. And, even when we got there, training, the energy was just there. We were just having fun. I was so relaxed. It was a very relaxed environment. And being a part of the 4th Caribbean Games was really something special to me. So I would say everything was good. We were in good spirits and everything went well.
Well, Jaimon also gave a brief recap of his silver medal performance.
Well, actually, it's pretty short because I got it in my second throw. But my first round throw, it was like 16, 70 something. So it was like, okay, got something to build off of. And then on my second round throw, it was just like, I just hit it and everything was good. And from the second round to the 6th round, everything was just consistently around 17. Actually, the first place guy, he got away by like 10 centimeters, which is not really much at all. But, I was pretty consistent, no foul troubles, everything was good. Technically, I felt good. Everything was just good. I think I was lacking a bit of energy because it was so humid and hot. And so, everything was draining. But, I still just put it to the side, mentally locked in. And, everything was good.
Well, the territory's second medal came in the 4x100-meter relay event after the quartet of Malik John, Michael Basu, Vadley Sylvester Jr., and Keandre Campbell finished 3rd in a time of 42.24 seconds. Well, that race was won by the Dominican Republic, which posted a golden time of 41.31 seconds, while Trinidad and Tobago claimed silver in 41.64 seconds. Well, meanwhile, in the 3x3 basketball team of Kiara Woodley, Shaliqua Foy, Jolene Bowens, and Kitherese Smith, despite doing their best, ended up winless in the games. In their first encounter, the BVI took on Puerto Rico and led up until the final minutes of the game, which they lost 16-21. But their second game was against host Guadeloupe, and the BVI lost 12-16. Well, the team's 2 medals placed the territory 16th overall, with which saw the BVI tying with Suriname and Haiti. Well, up next, viewers, the late former USVI Governor Turnbull, remembered by Premier Wheatley. We'll get to that story after a word from our sponsors.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The beautiful Virgin Islands, or nature's little secret as some prefer, where the weather stays warm and the drinks stay cold, where men in wigs get their lawyer bills paid by governments and governments lose planes, where walls are built and prisoners escape. You vacation where we suffer. BVI Love.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Well, welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Well, in an official statement, Premier of the Virgin Islands, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, shared his sentiments on the passing of former governor from the United States Virgin Islands, Charles W. Turnbull. Well, former Governor Turnbull passed away on Sunday, July 3rd, 2022, at the age of 87. At the time of his passing, Charles was on the U.S. mainland. Well, Turnbull was elected governor in 1998 under the Democratic Party and served as governor for 8 years. Well, prior to being elected governor, Turnbull had a full career in education across the Virgin Islands. Well, Premier Wheatley in his statement said, and I quote, "I was saddened to learn of the passing of former governor of the United States Virgin Islands, Charles W. Turnbull. Governor Turnbull served the people of the USVI with distinction for 2 consecutive terms from 1999 to 2007 and made an invaluable contribution to the development of the territory." Premier Wheatley also spoke of Turnbull's strong BVI heritage, stating, and I quote, "He was a dear friend of the British Virgin Islands and a belonger who was instrumental in the strengthening of ties between the Greater Virgin Islands that saw the revival of the renamed Inter-Virgin Islands Council and the renewal of ties for the USVI-BVI Friendship Day." Well, on behalf of the government and the people of the British Virgin Islands, I extend deepest condolences to the family of the late former governor, Charles W. Turnbull. I also extend condolences to the people of the United States Virgin Islands. End quote. Well, viewers, that's all we have for today's newscast. Be sure to follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. On behalf of 284 News and 284 Media, I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works. Brilliant Hands and Minds Tutoring Services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
Lord Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Over there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?